Nunabo mi jangalaka dubi fos gwen gwen mondobi sakamaji. Bunlaka him no.
Gwen Gwen Jubi Mandubi Sakamaj? Laba Room Bibi Musi Paji Unga Dunga.
Muna Jibi Frank Junk Boob, Iki Ombok Loga Joba Maga?
Gontiku.
Wakami Noga Sama Laja Dubi Dubyan. Gwen Gwen Wobi Gwan Mung Saja Bummucka Sandi Kaya Lakami.
Rodeltine Jubi Boon King Lookaman Man?
Lupa Poonam Picking up Alaka Do No Am Frank Fanangwa Bung Bung Iki Monkas Nupul Tingwang Wadio. Hang mi na boop boop. Sami nong bako whisk mumo.
Liaba Krushman Khan.
Unga Mimi Unga Sami Sabo?
Yana Doobie Doody. Wakadu Izu Twen Gwen.
Waka Uni Dekanumi Karadon. Operveni Gwen Dumi Homanji.
Humanji, Dobi Humanji, Jenga Enda Pogo Tomura.
Damn.
This will be where you'll stay until we arrive. We'll depart as soon as we're able.
Where you'll stay? You're keeping me here the whole trip?
I'll have Robin send you your meals.
That's not what I meant. Why are you locking me down here?
Because I refuse to allow you to come to any more harm. I made a huge mistake.
What?
I never should have let you out of that tower. Your father was right.
No. When you let me out of the tower and took me around Orovik, I was happier than I'd been in years. Don't call that a mistake.
All it took was a few seconds. I took my eyes off you for only a few seconds and then you disappeared.
But there's a whole world out there, and I got a chance to meet some really nice people. People like Ralph and Raldo and Bill.
Enough of this. I'm not yet old enough to be a whimpering dog. I've yet got some fight in me, and I won't let those closest to me come to any harm. You'll return to the palace, and then I'll beg Ronan to increase your security tenfold. No more harm will come to you, Gwen. You've been like a... Well, I care for you as much as your father does.
Tell me, Byron, when will you let me out of the tower again?
When I'm old and senile.
Baron! Sir, it's a disaster!
What are you talking about, man? What's going on?
It's the prisoners, sir. They weren't at the bar like Robin said they'd be.
What? Wait, did Robin send you to the right bar?
We think so. A man named Wallace came out and took responsibility.
Wallace, you fuck! Gather up as many of the men as you can find and stop anyone wearing the Thornblade uniform. They're either traitors or the men who kidnapped the princess. No one is allowed to leave the town until we find them.
Yes, sir.
Wallace, those kids have got to deal with some of the best soldiers in the kingdom. But I pity you, because you have to deal with me. Wallace, do you have any idea as to what you've done?
What I believe is right. Think about it, Byron. Do you really think those two boys will be able to kidnap a princess under your watch?
Wallace, we were comrades once. We can be comrades once again. Tell me, right now, where are they?
You're still as stubborn as ever. I miss the old days when we used to fight beside one another on the battlefield. To think that we'd end up like this.
What choice have you given me? You've committed treason against not just the king, but also against our princess. If I could, I would execute you right here. But I can't, because you used to be my best friend. You'll be taken with us back to Oravik, where you and the entire Thornblade clan will be tried for treason.
Byron, I beg you to see reason. Just think about it for a second. You talked to that Ralph boy. Did it seem like a criminal?
I can only hope that your death will be swift and painless.
So this is where it ends. Fine. Goodbye then, my old friend.
I almost wish that your sacrifice weren't in vain, but I have to capture those two. You were always like this, Wallace, willing to throw your life away to save some nobody. If only things could have gone differently.
If it were anyone else guarding the gate, I think we could get past. But she saw our faces. How are we going to get out of here, Veldo? They'll realize we're gone soon.
I'm thinking, Ralph, maybe, just maybe, we could turn this to our advantage.
But how? If we hide our faces from her, she'll know we're acting suspiciously. Or maybe we should just turn ourselves in now. Sir Byron said we'd get a fair trial.
I'm certain he only said that to Gwen to calm her down. Don't you remember what Wallace told us?
Yes, but he might have executed us then and there if Gwen weren't watching.
Exactly, and we have to get out. But back to the gate. I'm fairly sure I know how to get past her.
How?
Well, before I found you, I had the chance to talk to her, and I think I might be able to win her over.
So, you'll have a plan?
Kind of. Just follow my lead.
Sorry, but on the orders of Lord Byron, Captain of the Royal Guards of the Relevant Kingdom, no one must pass through this gate.
What? Haven't you heard?
Heard? Heard what?
Those two guys that Byron was after, they got caught and they're being taken back to the ship. Isn't that right, Simon?
What? Oh, yes, I heard it from some of the Royal Guard. The search is off, they said, right, Louis?
Exactly. Wallace has told us to ride ahead with the news of their capture as a favour to Byron.
Oh, really? Well, the captain did say that they were old friends back by the boat. But I still don't think I can let you pass without Byron's word.
Miss, I beg you to let us through. Our mission is of vital importance, and there's no time to lose.
What?
And I hear there's a storm coming. Every second counts.
Really? Then I'll let you through. But please don't tell the captain.
Oh, don't worry, miss. We promise not to say a word. Come on, Ralph.
Okie dokie.
Robin, urgent news from the captain.
The captain? What's going on?
The prisoners have escaped and apparently Wallace is behind it. The gates are to remain closed until the situation has been contained.
They escaped.
Yes, and the entire Thornblade clan should be considered enemies of the nation. Has anyone come this way?
Oh, Notch.
These idiots may only possess the bare definition of intelligence, but at the very least, they're decent manpower.
Very good, sir.
Indeed. At this rate, hopefully, my new portal shall be completed soon. And when it's finished, I can finally return to the physical world and retrieve what is mine. It's been an awfully long time.
You've been very busy in this realm, sir. Building your forces up.
Yes, it's been a while. At any rate, I'm done relying on others. I never really liked kidnapping and bribery. I always preferred invasions.
Sir, does this mean?
Yes. When the portal is completed, I myself will lead a force into the physical world. It's time to go and get the final piece of my puzzle. Their precious family heirloom.
Should I make any preparations for the invasion, sir?
Oh, yes. You should go and prepare Yaga. Well, not you personally. He does eat people after all. Send some of the more disposable men to ready him.
Of course, sir. Any luckies you would prefer to feed Jaeger?
If I could, I would feed him the two that escaped. A shame that Reldo and his new friends didn't betray them and leave them behind. That's what I would have done. We really don't have an awful lot in common, do we, Reldo?
Very good, sir. Shall I do anything else while I'm away?
Yes. Tell Death he can begin the sacrifices.
Of course, sir. Shall I give him any recommendations?
Yes. The guards from the courtyard. Oh, and that fizzlebutt fellow.
Of course, sir.
Hey, Valdo?
Yes, Ralph?
Do you think we should have left Gwen behind? She was our friend too, right?
Yeah, she was.
Well, at least she'll be safer with Lord Byron than with us, right? From him? Right?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Ralph. I'm just kind of lost in thought is all.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to tell Mama that I kidnapped a princess.
Not that, Ralph. I was thinking about where we were supposed to go from here. I've been thinking about it ever since that miracle of a rock slide.
Oh? So what have you been thinking about?
Well, we didn't kidnap Gwen, did we?
Nope.
It was him. And his men, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
So, all we have to do to prove our innocence is prove that it was them who kidnapped Gwen and not us.
Oh, I see. Good idea, but how do we do that?
And that's where I got stuck. We lost Horatio and Sebastian, our only real sources of information. And by the time they build another portal, it'll probably be too late. So, what we need is to find somebody who knows who him really is.
Oh yes, but I think everyone who would know anything about him is probably dead, Reldo.
I know. That's why I'm stuck. Someone able to stand up to him and live would be really hard to find.
They'd probably be a tad bit insane, all things considered.
And even if we find them, I can't imagine they'd be willing to tell us much.
So, we're stuck.
Seems like it.
The Oracle!